Today is the 13th of December 2014. Today, Che and we're out here once again changing out a thermostat. Thermostat. This is a 2000 Buick. So this is about the third time we've actually had to go in and actually change out the thermostat, which is located right here in this metal housing here. And this is what we got to go in and take loose. The hardest part always about getting to the thermostat is that you'll have to take the throttle body has to be removed. As you can see here, we actually removed the throttle body. It's laying over here to the side. Prior to this, Che had already taken off the vacuum hose and all that other good stuff there, just leading to your filter here, and he had already removed that. In addition to that, in order for you to have full access to it, you must also disconnect the two lines that's leading in to the throttle body, these two lines here, and you have to loosen those up. And better yet, you also have to come and loosen this up here. I don't know the name of it, but in order for this over here to drop down some, in order for you to have access to here. As you can completely see now, you have great access to get into this boat here. This boat that's down underneath here is the hardest one to get to. This particular boat right here that goes in there, that's the hardest one. So that's why I myself always take this one off. This is always the first one that I work on as far as taking off. This here, got to keep this because this is the throttle body. This is what holds the throttle body here to this bracket here. So please always keep your screws together. That's important. Like I was telling Che earlier, I have a systematic way of lining up all of my screws once I take them out. Therefore, when I'm getting ready to put things back together, it's systematic. I just backtrack myself. As I lay them out, then I'll start from this screw here, replacing and putting one to the other. Okay. Now, as I proceed on, as far as loosening up this here, and by the way, it takes a half an inch box of closure to simply just to do this job here. Okay. And once you get it started, it is it's fairly easy because now you have access. And of course, you know, I still got to go ahead and disconnect that hose there, but we'll get to that. Okay. All right. This job here. Of course, if you take it to a mechanic or any of your Pep Boys or any of your major auto repair shop, of course, this probably will run you. Labor is what's really going to cost you. The part, how much did you pay for the part there, Che?
Let's see, the thermostat, $5.
Okay, thermostat, $5. Of course, you have to make your own gasket. That gasket does not come with this housing, so again, you know, if you're old school, you get you get a folder, draw the outline, and then you just chip it away, and then you cut out the center portion of the holes there, and then you have yourself a gasket. Just make sure you have the gasket sealed. You must purchase that as well, and that's a little small little tube of that in order to to do that. Okay, so again, as we continue to work our way here to try to get this removed here. Probably could have just put a wrench on it and just wring it right on off. And yeah, that's all right. I'll just continue to take my time here. It's half an inch. And, but like I was saying, you go to an auto mechanic shop, they're going to want to charge you an arm and a leg just to do this job here. So that's why it's important. If you own an automobile, try to learn as much as you can on how to do your own repair on your automobile, because you can save yourself a lot of money by doing this. I've learned years ago, back in the old days when I used to work with my brother-in-law outside, when he used to be dropping transmission, pulling engines on cars. I used to be right out there with him when he was doing that, and I used to just watch and observe him doing it. Irvin Whitehead, by the way, is my brother-in-law that I learned a lot of my mechanical work from, by simply, again, watching, just observing people. And even when I go to the auto shop, I sit there and I watch them do certain things, and I say, okay, I got it now. You know, Next time around, I won't have to pay you somebody $200 to do the same thing that I can simply do it myself. You know, of course, sometimes, you know, we get a little lazy and a little complacent. We don't want to do things. We rather just pay somebody else to do it. We don't want to get our hands dirty. But it's okay. There's nothing wrong with getting your hands dirty. I love it. Yeah, because after you can see your work, and once the car start up, everything starts up. You know, you look back and say, oh, what a wonderful job! I did a great job. Okay, I just gotta take this up here. Wow, ain't no water. Oh, that'll come out once I take that out of there. Yeah. So the only thing you're gonna do here is give you a better insight and a better picture of what we're looking at here. Okay. So that's your thermostat right there. That's the thermostat. Okay, and that's the makeshift gasket that we put together and put on there. Jay, while you're on this side here, come and take a look at that. See where you got that seeping down there? In that area down there? And is that on the drive the front? I'm thinking, is that the side that's seeping? And it looks like it. Yeah, that's what I said. When y'all went in, they should have took the head all the way down and replaced the head down there also, and then that eliminated that problem. I know we're talking about some other things there, but while we're doing this, we just covering everything and looking for leaks. Let's check it up in this. Here's carbon buildup up in there. Yeah. Trying to make sure that ain't clogged up. Okay, so I'm gonna peel this off here. Okay, now once I pull this out, and that's where all the gushing is gonna come. I may have to get a screwdriver to kind of like pry that a little bit there. Pry that out. Man, Junior, bone dry up in there, Junior. And normally it come gushing out of there. But this is the thermostat here. And this is what we're doing today. We're changing out the thermostat. And apparently the heater is not working. And of course, water is not flowing. So you want to try to deal with the thermostat first, which is the cheapest. And if it's not the thermostat, then we need to stop and take another look at the water pump, which is on the other side over there, which would be the water pump. We'll actually change that and look next, because right now there's no flow, no water flow. This is your water pump. Yeah, here's the water pump here, which we'll get to at another day and another time as far as changing that out. If this don't solve the problem, then we'll move to the water pump. That would be next. Because currently, like I was saying, the problem that we're having is that the engine is running hot. So that tells me that the thermostat is not opening up like it's supposed to, because there's antifreeze in it. There's water in the coolant in the engine, I should say. Coolant is there, but the thermostat is not opening up properly like it's supposed to. Okay, all right. Okay, and we're gonna take a short break. And what I'm about to do here now is get my cleaner, my putty knife, which I'm gonna get the little small one, but I'm gonna start with this right here. As far as cleaning up around the house, you got to clean that all that up so that you can have a good sealing once you put this back together. That right there, all that has to be cleaned up. Okay. O-ring. Yeah. No, it's not an O-ring. No O-ring go in there. When you put that back in there, that locks in and seals. See that right there? There your ring. That locks up round up in there. Yeah, right there. See? All right, so, okay, so we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you there. So stay tuned. Don't go away.